Hello and welcome to Rain and Rail Enthusiast, and the start of a series which I think is going to be very nice indeed. I'm here today starting my trip on the Abbey Line, which runs from St Albans Abbey station all the way down to Watford Junction. And today I start my journey at St Albans Abbey station. The first station to be built in St Albans opened in 1858 as St Albans. It has always been a terminus. Various extensions to Luton and Dunstable were planned, but none were ever executed, although a branch line to Hatfield also terminated here. This was closed to passengers in 1951, with goods services taking it over, but the branch line was eventually lifted in the 1980s and is now a cycle path. The station was renamed St Albans Abbey Station in 1924 to avoid confusion with the other station in the city, even though that had opened in 1868. It had an impressive station building with a canopy which not only covered the platform but also the passenger track. The canopy was impressive, as can be seen from this 1947 photo, and to the right are the extensive goods facilities. The full extensive layout of the siding can be seen in this map. This provided coal to the gasworks immediately opposite the station, as well as other freight duties. It was controlled by a signal box to the southeast of the station. Going back to the building, it had a booking hall as well as a waiting room and toilet facilities. Like many small lines, it faced closure under the beaching cuts of the 1960s, but local protests helped save the line. However, the station buildings were gone by the late 1960s, and when the gasworks closed in 1971, the sidings were gradually removed. These pictures, the first from the 1970s and the second from the 1980s, show how much had been removed. A solitary waiting shelter on a single platform, hardly inviting. However, over the last 20 years, the formation of the Abbey Line Community Rail Partnership has enabled this single platform station to get back some of its charm, as we shall see now. Okay, and the tour of the station at St Albans Abbey station starts here on quite a busy main road, and to get into the station car park's a bit of a bind if you have to start from here. As you turn around though, you get greeted by these lovely iron gates. There's a couple of information posters there, and St Albans Abbey information board telling you all the stations which this single line track goes to. And on the wall here, another plaque. Doesn't show up too well. Let's see if I can get it like that. Yep. Detailing about the art panels that were made by pupils from Marlborough Science Academy in St Albans. These are those lovely iron gates detailing 1858 to 2015. And across the top there's a gateway to stop larger vehicles entering the car park. And there is the rather nice St Albans Abbey station signage, British Rail station signage, which I do like actually. It's quite clean and quite visible. Just going to cross the road, see if there's anything a little bit more to this side, but I don't think there is. And the platform just over there. So let's carry on, and we'll see what we can see as we move into the station car park. This is a pay and display car park, and there it is. So let's just walk up and see what else we can see. And almost immediately as you start walking up here, you will find these lovely mosaics placed on the side on the railings. And again, next to that, there is a plaque detailing that these were designed by the children of St Peter's School and funded by the Abbey Line Community Rail Partnership. Doesn't come out too well on camera, that, but I assure you it is there. Just a quick glance at the modest car park, and then one of a couple of entrances onto the station, and the first thing you'll notice is this buffer indicating this is indeed the end of the line. Trains here run over an OLE. And they're Class 350s. There's a bike rack. And quite a wide platform actually for a single platform. Let's take a little excursion down. Something very nice here. There's a little station here to look after your bike. It seems to be bike brake cables, and there's also a pump here to pump up your tyres. That's a nice little touch actually. And as I've seen in a lot of these community rail networks, they always seem to add these planters, but here at St Albans Abbey station they seem to have gone really over the top. These are quite large planters. There's a bench, there's a bin, and then you've got your information board with the obligatory onward travel information board, which of course here is very handy to take you up to the Abbey and Cathedral. Further to that, there is this very modern but very large waiting shelter. And we carry on down. And after that first waiting shelter, you get these signs telling you how to get to the city station as well. There's another station here at St Albans, and also up to the city centre. To the other entrance, which has some more information about London North Western Railway, another bin, and this, which I'll talk about a little bit more later, which is the Abbey Line trail. Try and get this on light. If you want to have a look at that properly, just pause. Walking away from that map, you'll look up and you'll see a fairly new LED departure board. And there's also a bus map here and small timetable. I talked about large planters. This is quite impressive. I mean, look at the size of that planter, and it's very well looked after, and it's got the Abbey Line Community Rail Partnership logo on it. There's another bike rack. Obviously cyclists, a very popular thing to do here. And as we follow down here, another bin, but also some more murals, which really makes the station look very bright and colourful. And again, there's a plaque here saying it was commissioned by the Abbey Line Community Rail Partnership and designed by pupils from Watford St John's Church of England Primary School and Park Street Church of England School St Albans. Interestingly, unveiled by the Mayor of Watford, Peter Taylor, on the 7th of February 2020, and we all know what happened about a month after that, so quite a poignant piece of artwork really. Another waiting shelter, and then there's another two of these murals. I love these. I think they really do help to brighten up a station, and good to see they have not been vandalised. Excellent to see they haven't been vandalised. Another absolutely massive planter. I mean, yes, very well done, Abbey Line Community Rail Partnership, for getting those done. We carry on down. This is obviously a raised part of the platform to enable pushchairs to get easily on and off the train. There's another one. This one looks like could do with a little bit of tending to. Before we get down to the end of the platform and a view down this single line track, which winds very prettily down into the distance. From looking at the map, this looks like to be a remnant of one of the old bay sidings. and we're not using the entire platform here either. That's been truncated at this point. But very nice indeed, very picturesque. It hasn't got a station building, but what they've done with it is make it look very presentable, very colourful, and a very pleasant station to get your train at. At time of filming, passenger services are provided by Class 350 electric multiple units. The statistics for St Albans Abbey station are that it opened in 1858. It currently at time of filming has 1 train per hour, with extra trains during the peak times, and the entry and exit figures for 2022-2023 were 111,124. St Albans Abbey station is a well looked after station and a terminus to the Abbey Line. The murals up and down all the fences really brighten the station up, and the station itself is very well kept, and that's thanks to the Abbey Line Community Rail Partnership and of course the community in which it serves, who obviously want their station looking very nice indeed. For the enthusiast, it's a great place to start your adventure of this line. However, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do now. Well, let's go back to the Abbey Line trail, and as I mentioned, this is what I'm going to attempt to do. So we're starting here at St Albans Abbey. I'm going to aim to make my way down here to the next station at Park Street. So let's start the journey now. Quite a hidden little walkway there, but eventually I'll see this river, the River Ver, and then you've got to get over, follow those purple dots, I think. So let's go up, up and over this bridge. That's quite pretty, isn't it? Okay, let's carry on. Slowly down these steps. Carry on along this walkway, or this path, following this river. And you're going along the little river here, which is very nice actually. Nice little walk, especially in a day like today where it's sunny, although I have been told that some parts of this are still underwater, so as I say, it may not be a total walk of this whole walk, but I'll give it a go. Let's continue. It's a very pretty walk. Yeah, we'd cross the road just up there, and again, markers here telling us to go this way. We're still following the river, which is just over there. There's obviously a bit of a wetland here, as you can see, so this bridge has been put in place to enable you to at least get over this part of the trail without getting your feet wet. Trees have been felled. This is quite a nice over walkway, to be fair, but if it wasn't here, you certainly would be getting your feet wet down there. Oh, and watch out for missing boards. I'm going to continue and watch where I'm going, I think. And it's at this point we leave the River Ver and take a right-hand turn along this walk. Right. And from there on your right we take a left down this Cotton Mill Lane, which is more residential. And after quite a brisk walk down Cotton Mill Lane, over the river again. And you'll come to this junction here, which is telling me I should go to my right. I shall walk away through this gate There we go. And we're back out again into open countryside. This has opened out into a very nice open space indeed. The river, you can't really see it, it's down there. But then you've got all this expanse of, I think, farmland here really. And a very straight and gravelled path. After walking past that, we get to this point here. Look at this lovely clear water. It's incredibly clear, but I don't really think it's supposed to be up that high over the bank. But yeah, anyway, we'll walk up over this bridge. Ooh. There's another pretty look down there. There's somebody. And down again. So that we can turn, oh dear, so that we can turn to the left and carry on our walk. Just before we cross this bridge, a plaque here detailing the River Vere restoration project. There we go. Well, there you go. After 35 minutes of walking, I've been told it was slightly underwater, so there you go. And that means that realistically, I cannot walk this part of the line. Although I'd imagine once that dries out and you can get across, I tried to get across up here, but the marshland there is just so wet, it's ridiculous. So I'm going to go back. Bit of a pain, but I'm going to go back, and yeah, there's only really one option for me now. So I'll see you in a little bit. So I've gone back by Cotton Mill Lane, and I've turned up Albans Avenue, and it looks like that's going to take me over the railway bridge. There we go. It's quite nice in itself, actually. Walking down here will eventually take me to Park Street. A small little wiggle along later, and now I'm walking down Watling Street, which should eventually take me to Park Street Station. This has been quite an adventure. At last, I see the end goal. It's been a rather convoluted way of getting here, but there's Park Street Station. Unfortunately, the Abbey Line trail has been a victim of it's 2024, and our spring this year, I'll get the words out in a minute, I'm a bit tired. Our spring this year has been so wet, and I fear that is not going to dry out unless we get at least 2 or 3 weeks of very warm weather. However, I can see how it could be a really nice walk if everything's dry, but I'm going to call it a day on the Abbey Line trail today and just concentrate on the station. So from me here at Park Street, I look to welcome you next time to another video, and if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and if you can, get out there, get on the railway and see where it takes you. Thanks very much for watching.